And as with the race for the presidency, many of the Minnesota races were just too close to call early in the evening. Several congressional races were much tighter than expected. In the 1st District, an example, Democratic Congressman Tim Walz narrowly beat Republican Jim Hagedorn by about 2,500 votes. In the 2nd, Republican Jason Lewis edged Democrat Angie Craig 47 to 45%. Voters in the West Metro reelected Republican Eric Paulson to Congress in the 3rd. Democrat Betty McCollum will keep her seat in the 4th, as will Keith Ellison in the 5th District, who will now return to Washington for his 6th term. Tom Emmer won the 6th District with 2/3 of the vote. In western Minnesota, Colin Peterson won re-election in the 7th, and Rick Nolan narrowly won the 8th District, beating Stuart Mills. That repeat match was not decided until about 3 o'clock this morning. Nolan ended up winning by half the margin that he did in 2014, just 2,072 votes. As Bill Hudson explains, Nolan also benefited by thousands of voters splitting their ballots.
There's a lot of people on both sides of the aisle that feel a compelling need to change the way that we do politics.
Fresh from another slim margin of victory, 8th District Congressman Rick Nolan knows he has many Trump supporters to thank, because it was the ballot splitters, those who supported Trump and then crossed over to give Nolan his slim victory over Republican Stuart Mills.
We always seem to get outspent in campaigns and elections, but they never manage to outwork us. We work hard, we get things done, people appreciate it, and that's why we won.
$20 million was spent by the two sides, one of the most expensive House races in the country. Nolan says he'll continue his push for campaign finance reform.
It's distorting the truth, make no mistake about it. It's denigrating politicians and our whole political system. Make no mistake about it. It's discouraging good people from running for public office.
Nolan supporters were there well past midnight and went home unsure of the outcome. But when all the votes were counted, Nolan came out on top by 2,072 votes. As for Donald Trump, the 6th-term congressman has some advice.
He is now the President of the United States of America. And his principal job, just like mine, is to represent everybody.
And work with Congress to turn criticisms of government into positive change that's fair to all. Bill Hudson, WCCO 4 News.
And at 72 years old, Nolan told us that he intends to serve the 8th District for as long as he can remain effective.